Hey everyone, this is Aegis, and this is Game 2 between MYMCloud and EGIdrA. Here's MYMCloud spawning as the pink Terran player. EGIdrA was very unhappy at the end of the last game, but he is playing again. Here on Metalopolis, spawning over here as the green Zerg player. This is MLG Metalopolis. EGIdrA saying that you have to fail 4 or 5 times before you're in trouble as a Terran player. I assume play, I don't care, says Cloud. EGIdrA is very unhappy about that last game. We'll see if he is able to come back despite his rage. Take a look at the APM, see if he's really angry. Yeah, there it is, 400 APM, but that's generally normal for a pro player, so we won't think about that too much. So these two players are spawning over here on MLG Metalopolis, saying that EGIdrA saying that he's getting free wins. MLG Metalopolis is a game where it's a map where you cannot spawn in close ground positions. This gives Zerg the chance to macro as hard as they would like, or as little as they would like, and maybe go for a Baneling bust. MYMCloud over here with his command center is going to be getting a barracks real soon. It's going to be going down in the front, I assume, and we'd like to see EGIdrA probably throw down a 14 hatchery and get some early economy going, as that is his strong point. We're going to see if EGIdrA can come back after that loss in the first game. Very one-sided game against EGIdrA for Cloud that game. No wonder EGIdrA is so pissed off about that game. Cloud is getting his barracks up front, is going to be finishing that real soon, and probably grabbing an orbital command unless he has a very, very extremely unorthodox build here. EGIdrA over here with his hatchery going down on 14 food is going to skip the pool and get that later. Probably going to get Zergling speed for his Zerglings as soon as those are out on the field. This Overlord is going to check out everything that's going on, and MYMCloud is going to know exactly which position EGIdrA has spawned in, and there's the orbital command going down. There's an SCV coming out here. He is racking up quite a bit of minerals. Is he going to actually throw down an expansion? This could mean that EGIdrA could do some early busting with Banelings and could actually win the game that way. There's 400 minerals and down goes the expansion. Very early expansion for Cloud, and here comes a little bit of pressure. This Marine is moving out. This SCV is going to move over here. We'll see if he decides to bunker up this expansion over here. Looks like he's going to stop over here and take a look. SCV being microed around, and there goes down the bunker. EGIdrA does see it immediately. The Marine also going to come over here and reinforce us. A couple of drones being pulled off the line. The SCV getting nibbled at by those drones. A couple more drones also coming off the line is also to bolster this expansion over here. That Marine does not want to get surrounded. It is going to back up. The drones immediately going back to mining, getting canceled immediately. Cloud is going to recuperate just 75 minerals. Unlike when you salvage a bunker, a queen is on the way at both expansions, at both bases, I mean, and the barracks has moved to Cloud's expansion and is going to be throwing up a bunker over here. His command center is just about finished, and it does look pretty safe just because he was able to put on just a little bit of extra pressure at the beginning of this game. EGIdra's finally grabbing enough gas. Are we going to see a, yep, Zergling speed going down? The queen is also on her way. There we go. There she pops out, and also over here as well, immediately vomiting. These queens were born to be sick. And here comes up all of the Zerglings, going to be moving into the center of the map. One of these probably going to go check out the Zelnaga Watchtower, make sure no funny business like taking the gold expansion super earlier in the game is going to be happening. The orbital command is finished morphing over here. More Marines are on the way, 3 Marines in that bunker, and a factory is getting started. Cloud transitioning into that. The 2 gas geysers are up. EGIdrA has seen the gas geysers, but not quite seeing the factories. He could probably guess that there are factories coming up inside Cloud's base. Here comes one of the extractors at EGIdRA's second base. This is good play, knowing exactly when to get your gases at the second expansion. We'll see if he's able to take down this game as the lair comes up and the second gas at his main as well. More barracks coming up for MYMCloud. He's got to get out some units in case that EGIdRA is going for some kind of bust. I think he's just assuming it. Yeah, he doesn't actually know anything about EGIdRA's base here. There comes up the Baneling's nest. Because if there was a bust, it's just these 4 Marines in that bunker. It could do a lot of damage. And especially if EGIdRA went roaches during this game. But it does look like he's grabbing another gas over here. We'll see if he decides to do some Mutalisking in this game, or if he decides to tech to roaches and the Banelings is just a defensive measure. The barracks over here are finished, just going to be churning out a ton of Marines, and there are the Hellions getting produced, as well as the Blue Flame upgrade, so he's going to try to do some Blue Flame Hellion harass soon in this game. There's a Spine Crawler going up for EGIdrA, as well as the Spire coming up is about a quarter of the way complete. We'll be seeing Mutalisks out on the field real soon. MYMCloud still not really scanning for anything. He's just going to continue to macro up with his Hellions. He's not going to have enough Marines for those Mutalisks if he continues to play in this fashion. He's getting Marines at his expansion, but it's these Hellions. No Thors are gonna be out, and no Engineering Bay for the infantry upgrades either. More nope, those are barracks coming over here, gonna build the reactors for over here. We're gonna make sure that they can get enough Marines to defend against Mutalisks. There goes down another expansion. A lot of expansions coming up for Cloud, and he's gonna harass while he tries to expand. There are the Blue Flame Hellions advancing forward. Stim pack is about halfway complete. EGIdrA looks generally prepared for this. He's got a Spine Crawler back here, a Spine Crawler over here, and the Queens are in position to deal with the Hellions. So these Hellions probably won't be able to do that much damage. However, they will be able to scout around on this map. The Queens are moving forward. Yep, going to be blocking off these ramps. The Hellions are going to move over here, check for an expansion, and then try to come over here. However, the Queens are ready and going to be backing up over here. The Spine Crawler over here also in range. MYMCloud does not want to engage and decides to back out. Command Center, meanwhile, is about halfway complete, finishing up the Stim pack, continuing to get those Marines. Not quite much coming out of these two factories right now. We'll see if he decides to do anything real soon, if he decides to get an armory to get those Thors out onto the field. MYM needs to scan to see exactly what's up here over here. Yeah, he sees the Spire, so he needs to get a Engineering Bay to maybe get some or to get some turrets. He does have those engineering bays, upgrading the infantry +1 and +1 armor, as well as now finally getting some missile turrets. There's one over here, but EGIdrA can easily come in on this side, do some harassment to the add-ons over here, and then just bounce out. And here comes the Mutalist chasing after a couple of Hellions. It does look like the Hellions do have a superior speed over the Mutalists. I'm going to check at the Zelnaga Watchtower for a second, getting a couple kills on those Hellions, but I do believe those are mostly Zerglings. EGIdrA is starting to grab his third base, going to be saturating that real soon. An in-base hatchery as well as an evolution chamber coming up. The Mutalists are coming in here, going to be able to pick off these Tech Labs, a transfer of SCVs. EGIdrA is going to do a ton of damage over here. Harvester count is just declining over there for our Terran player. He did have a Harvester advantage, but lost a couple of Harvesters in that exchange. Let's go back to the production tab. There are two hatcheries in the production tab. This one is about halfway complete, and this one is about to hatch. Banelings being created over here by EGIdrA. Gonna be in time for any Marine tank pushing. Cloud finishing up a Tech Lab on his factory over here that did get it picked off. These Marines chilling over here to make sure that the Mutalisks don't do that much damage. The Mutalisks continue to poke back and forth over here. Probably going to pick off the Hellion over there. The Marines are in range of those Mutalisks as well. More Marines stimming up and moving over here. Going to lose a ton of SCVs over here. 51 Harvesters, 261 Harvesters of EGIdrA right now. EGIdrA is droning up quite hard. Going to continue vomiting the larva over there. The Mutalisks are going to advance over here again, see if they can pick anything off. Going to come back into the natural expansion. There's only one turret there's two turrets actually. However, this number of Mutalisks can easily pick that off. However, the Marines are in position, do have the Stim pack. EGIdrA is going to back out over there. The Marines coming back to this mineral line, making sure that no SCVs get picked off from the backside as well. The fourth expansion coming up for EGIdrA, going to be continuing to macro up, is going to stay a whole base ahead of our Terran player. +2 infantry weapons going down for our Terran player is going to get those Marines to be able to do a ton of damage. More missile turrets coming out for MYMCloud. Doesn't want to get harassed too hard right now. The Mutalisks are backing out right now, and there is a Zergling checking these bases to see if there are any hidden Terran expansions. Generally, we don't see that Terrans hide expansions. That Zergling is going to hang out over there. And the Hellions over here coming in, trying to do some damage, getting it taken out by the Zerglings over here. Mutalisks even coming back to defend. MYM is starting to build up his Marine tank force. There's only 2 tanks out on the field right now. More tanks trying to get produced because these 2 tech labs keep getting picked off. EGIdra's money is just climbing sky high. He's at 145 food, and MYMCloud is now at 171 for EGIdra now. Wow. He's just bouncing ahead with the huge number of production drones. 20 drones in the production queue. Look at that. EGIdra being bold. He is gonna fly far, far ahead. Now in terms of economy, just take a look at the income tab. He's at 2,000 patrols. The income tab shows 88 harvesters to 64. Here comes the push by MYMCloud. The banelings are in position. It's mostly Marines, so if he can do the splashes on those Marines, this force will get taken out very easily. Here come the banelings moving forward. The Marines trying to stim back. The crunch from all sides getting taken out, and the Mutalisks in the sky going to be able to pick off those Sea Shanks. MYMCloud trying to save that one Sea Shank is not going to happen. The Zerglings just picking it away. MYMCloud losing a factory over here as well due to the Mutalisk harass. EGIdra is just going to come over here. The Marines over here, not quite enough, but EGIdra doesn't even want to risk a single Mutalisk. Just going to back out over there, taking a 5th base at the same time, going to continue to harass. This is a horrible situation for Cloud to be in. He's mining out in his main, mining out in his natural, and getting harassed from all sides. And EGIdra is free to make whatever unit he pleases. There are the banelings. Zergling's going to be moving forward. We'll see if he's able to bust this real soon. Zerglings, banelings, Mutalisks just going to be flooding towards Cloud's base. There must be nothing that he can actually do about this. Another command center desperately being made over here by Cloud at this planetary fortress, trying to take a 4th base, but can he even hold on for that to come up? Here comes EGIdra's force. Zerglings, banelings, everything in the mix. Even using a baneling to take out one whole Marine. Going to be rolling up the ramp over here. These Marines are screwed. The Mutalisks also advancing forward. Going to be able to take those Marines out. However, the missile turrets here doing plenty of damage to these Zerglings. Moving over here, GG calls Cloud, and EGIdra does take game 2 versus Cloud, and we'll see if EGIdra is able to continue to win versus Cloud in game 3, or if Cloud is going to seal this series off 2-1.